Well, a very good morning to you from Manchester. It's day one of the Labour Party conference, and I'm LBC 97.3's Dan Freedman. It's my first Labour conference, it's my first political conference actually. So we're going to be giving you a bit of a flavour from behind the scenes of what goes on day by day, and to help me do that this morning, someone who's very much a veteran of these things. It's Harriet Harman, by the way, is our political editor Tom Cheel. Tom, what can we expect?
Well, I think this conference is a party conference, but it's very much about Ed Miliband's leadership. The polls suggest that he is some way ahead of David Cameron and, of course, the Liberal Democrats. So there will be an intense focus, really, on whether or not he has got the right leadership qualities and the right policies to be Britain's next Prime Minister, because, as I say, the polls suggest he's very much on track to do that. And I don't think we're going to get that much new policy detail. We'll get hints and signals as to what the party's going to prioritise in the run-up to the next election. But this will be very much, I think, focused on trying to convey to more people who Ed Miliband is, what his values are, and getting that message out there. He comes into this conference arguably perhaps more secure than any of the other main party leaders, which is not a position many people would have anticipated at the start of the year. So he's very much earned his right to be seen as the man to lead Labour into the next election. His task, I think, is to convince people that he really could be their next Prime Minister.
And how much of it is about sort of, as we just see how everyone's getting on? This is kind of a media holding point, and beyond here is the main conference hall where many of the speeches. How much of what happens over the next few days is more about sort of party unity and rallying the troops, making sure that everyone's on board with the programme?
That's undoubtedly an important element. I think party conferences have changed a bit down the years. They are big media events. There are lots of lobbyists here. It's quite expensive to come all the way up to Manchester, even for MPs and their researchers. So we will see fewer members of the party, if you like, than perhaps you would have done 10 years ago. But nevertheless, it really is an opportunity to be in the spotlight and to say to people, these are our values, these are the priorities that we have as a party, and the policies that we would pursue in government. And that does have a galvanising effect, if things go to plan, on the party as a whole. As I say, it wasn't that long ago when we could have come here and perhaps expected a few mutterings around Ed Miliband's leadership. It doesn't look like that's going to happen this week, and there will be, I think, a real focus. We're seeing Yvette Cooper and Harriet Harman this morning, from leading figures like them in the party to, as you say, rally the troops and get people on board.
Tom Cheel, political editor, thanks very much. And there'll be plenty more conference dispatches throughout the next few days. So lbc.co.uk, your place to find them.